Welcome to like the first video of its kind for me to make. So first dibs for me trying to do one of these. We got 4 new augments, so I wanted to try them all out. I was gonna make 4 different videos, but I feel like that's a little overkill for just some augments, and I feel like most people don't need full-on guides for augments. But anyways, first time for me, so we'll see how this goes. Jade got one, essential, just like the quick and dirty of all these augments. Jade got one, helps her kill rooms quicker. Pretty good. It's nice to use. You don't need it, but I enjoy it. I like seeing the Jade lights. Um, Citrine has a mobile crystal now. Imagine your crystal if it could run around. That's what she's got going on. I like it. Gets a thumbs up from me. I'll probably be running it, but it's also not a must use. Kullervo got a new augment, and I think that one's a must use. It makes his tankiness absolutely insane. It helps his energy economy. It is a very, very good augment that I think is a must use on Kullervo now. And then lastly, we got Caliban, and I think Caliban's like completely changes the way he kind of plays because of how it buffs his sentient buddies. So, Jade augment helps you clear rooms better. How does it do that? It gives you lots and lots of chip damage. See, you throw your well, and after you throw your well, you have a chance to summon Jade Lights on guys that are damaged by the well. And it does some decent chip damage. It will kill like gruntier enemies. The heavy units the Jade Lights might get stuck on and not one tap. But you see, like, we got that Bombard pretty low. He's going to die to tick. But normally, you are... I didn't mean to hit that. You're just holding left click the entire time as Jade, while your other abilities are doing your thing. You have your Phantom Eyes on. You might have Deathbringer on for more weapon damage. I normally, before this, I wouldn't throw my wells while I was doing all my Jade stuff, to be honest, because all they did was heal and the tiny bit of tick damage with the marks. But now, I think it's good. You want to spam your wells and keep shooting guys, and you'll kill rooms super quickly. I've gotten this during Araxia's event with my new build. I've run a couple survival missions, just cracking some relics since the new stuff came out, and I've loved Jade in that. So, Jade Augment gets a big thumbs up from me. It's pretty good. It'll help you kill rooms quicker. It's not a must-have necessary run this augment, but it is good. So, use the Jade Augment. I'll quickly go over just my build if you're interested. Maybe I'll make like a whole Jade video at some point, but this is my main Jade build. And we have Impetus on, and that's important to stack with our secondary Glory. But yeah, my Jade build, 3 Forma, pretty deep investment. Boop. Go to Glory here, upgrade screen. Pretty simple, raw heat build. Maybe it could be better. I don't really play Jade that much, but this is what I have going on. And we have secondary Encumber. If you don't know, Encumber, when it's on a secondary exalted weapon, it counts as an ability, so it does stack impetus on our Warframe. So we're getting a lot of strength and efficiency on Jade here with this build. So that's that. Jade good. She's a better AC 130 now than she was before. On to Citrine. Citrine's Augment lets you put your crystal on your doggies. Let's see if I have an unmodded doggy here. Yeah, no mods, alright. So, let's get some energy. Come here, dog. Oh, we gotta spawn enemies first, dog. Boop. Alright, come here, son. Boop. Go. And you see, he'll attack and he'll proc it. It helps him prime enemies. If you had a DPS dog, you know, it'd be insane. You can also just throw your 1 and prime them all for your dog buddy. It's pretty nice. Cool. Alright, that's just an unmodded dog. Now, let's get into my recommendations here. If you want to be like Beastmaster Citrine, let's check out what I'd say. Alright. This dog, obviously, the Sneakaku, bro. I completely lost my train of thought there and blinked out for a second. Has this mod called Savagery. Alright. This one, they charge and they rush and they'll hit a bunch of enemies and you will trigger your crystal a bunch of times. It's very good for hitting a bunch of guys and triggering the crystal as much as possible. Alright, so that's option number 1. Obviously, I don't have a modded Sneakaku, bro, as you just saw. Also, there's another dog who does literally the same exact thing with trample. He literally tramples the guy. So if you want to put your crystal on a helmet charger, an infested dog, there you go. He will also trample and trigger the crystal a lot. And now, the most OP option that most people are probably going to use is this hound. This hound could already one-shot steel path enemies, but with the crystal, he does it easier now. So go, my son. Primed everyone with his energy orb. He decided to get stuck on the heavy gunner. I won't judge you. And yeah, that is the hound with the crystal. I'd imagine you'd get similar kind of results with the Sunika Kubro and the Helmet Charger, just as long as you're triggering the crystal a lot to hit as many guys with the crystal as possible with your dog. I think you will be having an A-OK time. But crystal on hound, pretty good. Beastmaster Citrine, pretty good. I'll probably be running Citrine like this normally now, and like never use a Sentinel on her. Normally I'm using Death Cube or Dirigia, but now I'll probably stick to the dogs and cats of the world instead of the robots. So that's Citrine. I'll flash my build for a second here. Augmented, free strength, easy to stack. Arcane Blessing, very easy to stack on Citrine. Vitality because of our crystal. Continuity because of our crystal. Stretch because of our crystal. There's the Augment, Prismatic Companion. More strength, some energy to spam R1. And that's all I got going on here on my Citrine. Pretty simple build. Adaption plus your 2s, tons of DR. You'll be very tanky. Not much to write home about here. And yeah, use whatever dog you want. Or cat. I don't know if any of the cats would particularly use this augment well. But it's up to you. Obviously, use whatever you want. On to Kullervo. Kullervo's augment is insane. It makes him super tanky. He gets constantly ticking overguard. Oh, gotta take my hound off. I don't want him killing all the guys when I summon them. Boop, boop, boop. Swap. Done. Alright, there we go. Don't want the hound to nuke the room. Alright, so I'm already at max stacks because I was using this before, obviously, before I started to, outline everything I wanted to do. But pretend I'm getting stacks of overguard while these crystals are shooting out and doing blast damage. Important to note, these are constant stacks of overguard. So if you know, there's a thing called overguard gating where you lose your overguard, you get in a vulnerability period. It's just like shield gating. That procs as long as you have one singular overguard point. So gain an overguard point, lose it, go invulnerable. Gain an overguard point, lose it, go invulnerable. It's very good. And then also on Kullervo, you're not spamming your 2 anymore for heals and overguard. It's also very good. So we'll unpause these guys and just kind of sit here. I'm just going to sit here for... I mean, there you go. The heavy gunner is kind of chewing through me a little bit. There we go. I'll give it 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you get the point. You get the point of why this augment's good. Alright, I don't really need to say much more than that. Let's go kill these guys. Kill enemies. You're all gone. Alright. Kullervo augment, very good. Makes them very tanky at the push of 1 button. If you've played Kullervo before, normally you're spamming your 2 a decent amount, using lots of energy to keep his survivability up. Now, you're not doing that. You're just tapping the button once. And if you use my build with lots of duration, I have 236% duration, because I like my Wrathful Advance to be as long as possible. And now it's even better to get your recompense as long as possible because of the new augment mod. It's pretty solid IMO. So this is my Kullervo build. Triple Umbral with a bunch of range. You don't really need strength on Kullervo to buff his Wrathful Advance. The base stats are absolutely nuts at 220% melee critical chance there. And I have Modal Augmented on. So that is my go-to Kullervo build. And what I'll be using from now on, I've gotten him multiple times in the Araxia fights now. He's very good for fighting Araxia and the fragmented one, just because of the constant overguard. The only thing that'll mess you up is those nullifying magnetic scuttlers in the Araxia fight. They're kind of annoying, but very good augment, very busted. It makes him an insane tank now. So, Kullervo, 2 thumbs up. Very good. Now, we go to Caliban. Caliban's augment kind of like changes what he is as a Warframe. Before he was like trying to be a tanky weapons platform, but now with his augment that buffs his Ortholist, his like mortar launchers, it makes him just kind of like an ability spam summoner. You do get like really good kill rates with this build when I do want to play it like in mission. So we'll summon our guys, then you group them all up, and they should just all die pretty easily here with all these electric rocks. And obviously I'm not priming them with my abilities. Kullervo has an armor strip. He has an ability that makes them take more damage with his 2. He should die here. Ooh. They did die. I got impatient, shot the Tonklor, but it didn't even hit him. It's very good if you're priming them with your armor strip and whatnot and using Wrathful Advance. I am going to show this one in mission because I think it's like important to show off how it does. It kind of looks poor in here, but it's very good. So the way this augment works is you use your 1 and you spin around and you group guys kind of like in Naros's tornado, and it ragdolls them. And then your guys on your 3, your ortho list, the mortar guys, they get increased fire rate and a bunch of electric damage. And it's very important to note that the way I understand it, electric damage on ragdolled enemies go from counting as like 1 dude to like a thing with many dudes to hit like on its body. Like its limbs start counting for your damage ticks. So instead of electric hitting a guy as a whole, it's now targeting each limb when he's ragdolled and doing a bunch of electric damage. That's how I understand it and how ragdolling and electric damage works. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's like why this does so well and how I understand it. And things like the Ambassador, if you've ever used the Ambassador on ragdolled enemies in like a Nidus larva build, that's how I understand it in my head. Ragdoll plus electric procs, very good. That is all the augments. They're all very good. Let me get off the Caliban build here real quick. Very simple. We want tons of strength, a little bit of duration. He has high base like durations on his abilities, so it's not a must-have. I loved Prime Flow because we're going to be spamming our 1 a lot. I have Energize here. Go get 1 now because we are spamming a lot. If not, run Xenuric, run Death Cube. Augmented here for more strength. We get more electric damage, more fire rate on our Ortholus, and yeah. It's all great. It's all fun. It's all nasty. Let me go into mission. I'll run Death Cube. Why not? Because I said to run him for energy gain. And we're going to be spamming a lot. So, those are my builds. That's like the quick and dirty. I think 13 minutes. It says there on the OBS. Pretty good to go through 4 augments real quick. I am going to hop into survival with just this augment and show it off because I think it's important. And I like Caliban. So, I'll see you there. If you were just here for the other augments, see you later. But I'm going to go play survival with this one. Try and get like, 500 kills in 5 minutes type beat. See you there. Peace. Let's go. Survival time. High five. High five. All right. We are here. Going to try and get this built up. But yeah, these guys, this should be pretty good. I want to try and find a better room for this. Also your Ortholus guys TP with you, like, whenever you dash. Oh, this should be a good room, I'd imagine. But it doesn't look like they're doing a lot, but, they definitely get the kills going. Your Ortholus guys do start chunking, and it's very nice. Maybe I can, get them to kind of fire down in this little ditch right here, and we can do pretty well with that. Yeah, they are going crazy. And this is kind of all you do as Caliban now. That's obviously if you want to play with this augment. I would, TBH, because it doesn't take away from how we would have played them before. I need to resummon my Ortholist. There you go. It just nukes those guys. Nukes those guys. You just kind of dash into a group of enemies, and then they die. Throw you guys right there. They're dead. It's very good. I did have to form on my Caliban to get all the mods that I wanted in. again with this augment coming out and switching up my build, but it was definitely worth it. This is definitely a good new way to play Caliban. And they're dead before they even really hit the ground there. Oh, big wave of guys right here. I wish there's a way. I guess if I had a Harrow in my squad, I could give them flat crit chance, I believe. Does that work? I don't know if Harrow 4 works on like summons or allies like that. There we go. I'm kind of getting spread too thin here, but I mean, I think we're fine. Ooh, come on. Well, and I have like summons and like companion numbers turned off. I think it's kind of messy to use that. I don't know. I don't really like it playing with it on. I feel like it clutters the screen way too much. I also have not been priming with my armor strip, so do with that information what you will. I've been playing this worse than it is. Try to focus on these groups of enemies. I'll resummon these guys. They had 10 seconds left. Defense strip. Suck. Oh, big group right here. I mean, I don't think this is too bad, to be honest. I wish I had a smaller room. The enemies are taking a while to run to me. But I guess it could be worse. And I got another Argon cell? Argon crystal? I keep saying cell. Ooh. We do need 2 to build Araxia, so... Ooh, I got stuck under the stairs. Ooh, this would have been a good room. I should have kept looking. Another Argon crystal! Holy smokes! Oh, my guys, we're not here. Oops. And we'll armor strip him. And then I wonder... Okay, wow. Wow, they killed him fast. Wow, that was a fast acolyte kill. I'll set up right here, kind of. Trying to zuck as many guys as possible here. We have moved around quite a bit. Oh, I got knocked down. I only got prime sure-footed on Caliban. Oops. Resummon these guys. I'm at max augmented stacks now. 440, not bad. I'll try and see if we can hit 500 here. Hit 100 KPM. I think that comes down to player issue, skill issue there. I wasn't spamming my armor strip like I should be. Boop, 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 boop. What did we get? 502. Perfect. Perfect. 500 KPM Caliban in 2025. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. New augment, very good. Who would have thought that you can just kind of play Caliban like this? Honestly, because you get extra energy refunded and chances for like resources on guys you spin on. You might be able to drop energize for something else. I don't recommend Casamito because Casamito, the guys have to hit people, and then you get Casamito stacks, and then you lose them all after you cast. I don't think it's worth it in a spammy build. What else you would put here? I'm not sure. But I don't think it's Casamito. But it might be something else over Energize, I will say. But that is Caliban now. He's pretty good. He's a summon spam your one guy. It's pretty neat. He's a twirling princess, ballerina. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So that is it for me. I'm out of here. That's the quick and dirty augment rundown. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you in whatever I make. Araxia, new melee weapon, Araxia weapons. That's a lot to talk about. So see you later. Bye.